All right. So, okay, let me put this. Okay. Hope the screen is visible. Yeah. All right. So, yeah. So let's start with the session. So I really welcome you all into this session. So the current problem statement was for this whole healthcare system is it's like facing challenges due to complexity and confusion within the industry. That is, there are so many different healthcare system: homeopathy, naturopathy, Unani, allopathy, even Ayurveda, Nath Chikitsa, Suzuk therapy, and then there is acupuncture, acupressure. There are so many things, but there is a confusion like which one is suitable for somebody and which one is not. But even before going to that, the food is a fundamental. Okay, so if the food, lifestyle, and habit, these are the foundation. If that is not a correct, then anyway, no pathy will work. Okay. So that's where we are coming up with the idea to share, to correct, to acknowledge, to give a knowledge to the people from the right source so that you can understand about your food, lifestyle, and habit. All right. So our mission is to build the world largest society of Ayurvedic lifestyle, and our vision is to collectively empower every human on this earth to live a meaningful and disease-free life. This only can be happen when you get knowledge, you get right knowledge, and you observe yourself with the right information. Okay, that put me into this value of this community. That's 5 values where we work on the principles. So being here, like we are talking about the science, the logic, 5,000 year back, which is tried and tested multiple times. Okay, so that's where the whatever we teach here, it's about the foundation we got from thousands of year back, which still exist, means the still it is practicable, and also you can see the results. All right, so it's about the principles, the foundation which is set by the Ayurveda. Second is the personalization. Hence, in Ayurveda, as we believe everyone is unique, right? There are 7 different body types. So but you are unique. Okay, and like all the participants are unique here. So what is suitable to you may not be suitable for somebody else. So that's where we are here to serve people on the basis of the personalization. All right. Third is empowerment. So whatever information you get in this particular community, it's all about empowering you. Okay. So you get the empowered with the right knowledge, because there are so many noise over the internet coming to the information, right? And you get doubt and you practice those things, and ultimately you might it might go towards the wrong direction. Why? Because there are so many information and you don't know which one is right and which one is wrong. And ultimately, again, coming with the same like a second principle, right? Personalization. You don't know if it is really suitable for you or not. And this particular community will tell you like what is suitable to you once you know what your body type is. All right. The fourth is learning and implementation. In this particular community, we are here to help you, but you should be open to tell us your feedback, like open to tell us what is going with you. Once you learn here and implement, okay, once you learn and implement, then only you can observe yourself what is happening with you. So what works for you, again, as said, may not work for somebody else. And the fifth, that is health and the well-being. So in this community, we focus on being first a disease free, and then focusing towards your health and the well-being. So why it is so? Because being healthy, like being a disease free, it's like a first step towards going towards the health, to going towards achieving the wellness. Okay, I would say not achieving but the maintaining the wellness. So being a disease free is the first step. That's where, and then you can move towards your spiritual goal, and moving towards the well-being. That's what the principle of this particular community is. All right. So now we are moving forward to the today's fruit. All right, so as I said, we have done with a pomegranate. All right, and today we're going to talk about the apple. But let me tell you, this whole workshop is for 90 minutes from now. Okay, we including Q&A session, and you can take a notes if you want to, because there are not much to share about this, but you can take if you want. And the Q&A at the end of the session. Any question if you have, you can ask end of the session. Saying this, are you all ready? Can we start with the session? They are like today we see some new faces, right? All right. So apple, let's talk about it. Yeah. So anti-cancerous, good for liver, good for the skin, good for the eye. This is all you information get over the internet. We are not going to repeat here those things. Since everybody like have this information, what information you don't have is right from the Ayurvedic perspective. Okay. Is it good for the diabetic or not? Is it like can be eaten by everybody or not? Like what is the taste of it? Like how it works? Okay. Everything that you're going to learn about the apple today. And its byproduct as well. So what is a famous byproduct of apple? Anybody know? Anybody? You get over in the market. Okay. Byproduct of apple. Anybody? Juice. Okay. Vinegar. Yes, right. It's the apple cider vinegar, right? And we don't know about it much. And today we're going to learn for those, yeah, apple cider. But for those for whom it is suitable for, right? We don't know, right? And again, you'll see if you go to the internet and you will see the benefit out of it. Even just open your Google, all right? So I like this. Every day I open this, let me pull this. Yeah. So when you go to the Google search and when you search about the apple cider vinegar, you'll get lots of benefit. Even, the news feed you get. Okay. Maybe you open the Google, you get news feed like this. Okay. Hope this is visible. So here, everything you get, right? Do this, it will benefit you. Do you get this? Have you ever read this? हड्डियों से कैल्शियम चूस लेते हैं 5 फुट तुरंत छोड़ दो वरना जवानी में दिखने लगेंगे बूढ़े. Okay, there are so many information out there. Someday you will get the benefit of having tea in the morning, and in some note you will going to get the side effect of having tea every day. Have you get this on the regular feed? Do you read this? Anybody? Why I'm talking about this is because there are so many information, right, over the internet. This is just freely available. These things are freely and easily available. 14 superfoods to consider according, adding to your diet according to experts. Okay. Millets are the best for the human health, soil, and the environment. Increase the use of rice, wheat, this and that. 6 way to consume dry fruits as per Ayurveda. Okay, there are so many information, over the internet. 7 pumpkin seeds benefit for the health that makes it superfood. But for whom it is for? कोई बताता नहीं है. किसके लिए क्या अच्छा है हमें कुछ पता नहीं है. So whatever information you read over the internet, that doesn't mean it is suitable for everybody. As I've said, your curd is a probiotic. It's good, but it's not suitable for everybody, right? And there are so many things. Even the apple cider vinegar, it's not suitable for everybody. And we'll learn end of the session. But now we are focusing on just apple. Okay, just apple, what it does. So let's see what is the quality of apple is as per Ayurveda. Okay, and from whom it is suitable for. So apple, it's a heavy to digest. It is not as light to digest. So those who have not good appetite, or let's say in the evening time, if you try to eat this, so it can cause you bloating in the long run. Why? Because itself it's become a heavy to digest. So what will be the best practice to consume this? Maybe in the afternoon time you can have it. Maybe in the morning time in the empty stomach you can have it. Why? Because it is heavy to digest. Again, when I said morning time, it's not your 7 or 6 a.m. It's about like after 9 a.m. you can consider, or best beyond 10 a.m. That's the right time. It could be if you come if it comes to the apple, because it is heavy to digest. If you talk about the taste, it is sweet in taste. Okay, the apple which is red in color, it is sweet in taste. It is a madura. So what is a virya? Virya is a potency. Is it hot or cold? That is called as virya. But as per Ayurveda, the red apple is neither hot neither cool. Okay, so it is neither hot neither cool as same as pomegranate. Okay, pomegranate also has the quality which is neither hot neither cool. So it is anushna in nature. Okay, so this can be consumed by for now like a vata, for now for the pitta, for now for the kapha. Okay, but since it is heavy to digest, now we have the other route. If the kapha prakriti if we want to consume it. Okay, but let's see what is a vipak. Vipak is a sweet madhur vipak, means post digestion effect. So it will shows you the quality of stool when it is a vipak is aftertaste. Like after consuming this fruit, you're going to get good bowel movement or the good urine. Okay, in that way you can consider. But here, if we talk about the three dosha, so it decreases the vata, it decreases the pitta, but increases the kapha in the body. So that's where it is heavy to digest. So now, if we talk about the diabetic condition, so I will prefer more with the person who is a lean diabetic. Okay, you see people in two ways: the people who is a diabetic, lean diabetic, and the people who are, the obese diabetic. Again, the apple here we are consider which is coming from the Jammu and Himalayas. Okay, so that is what it is. So apple, which is like those who are lean and diabetic, it is more beneficial for them because it decreases the vata and pitta but increases the kapha. Okay, but here again the condition is it doesn't increase as much as kapha of your banana. Okay, if you eat banana you will feel more, kapha and congestion, but same congestion you will not face when it comes to apple. Is that clear with you all? Excuse me, is it clear? Yes. So when we talk about the shukra, that is sperm quality, it improves the sperm quality and the quantity. Okay, both the quality and the quantity when you consume the apple. But again, you have to make sure you have appetite first. Anyway, it will going to improve your appetite, but even before you, try to improve your appetite with the apple, but make sure at the time you consume the apple, you should have the appetite. So appetite will increase the appetite. Okay. So you make sure that you have the appetite, then you consume any fruit. Okay. So what about if we want to make it light to digest? That's the other way. So some people take outer this cover of this apple because of the wax. Okay. So by the way, naturally it has its own wax. Otherwise, it has this, artificial wax on it. So that you can remove. But when you take off this, you know, outer cover out of it, that becomes light to digest. So it reduces vata, it reduces the pitta, but again it not increase the kapha much. Since you are removing the outer cover, which you might say in a modern way, it contains the fiber. So it will not more kapha increasing. It will just kapha nourishing. So what is the difference between nourishment and increasing? The nourishment, it means it, gives some touch to your kapha. Okay. It will balance it, I would say. It will neither increase nor decrease. It will balance your kapha when you consume the apple without its outer cover. Is that clear with you all? It is just about your apple. Which apple? Your red apple. Is that clear? Type clear in the chat box. You can just type CL if you are like more lazy. Type CL so that I can move to the next slide. Hope am I like audible to all? Okay, that is full now. Is that clear or anybody have any question so far? Like not a detailed Q&A, just any question. All right. Apple is not local. Is it okay to consume? See, yeah. So let me tell you this. If it is coming from the, like you say, Jammu and Kashmir, which is, you can call it is a Desh Viruddha. Means it is not, like locally grown. But now if you have a condition, your body condition is such where you have a Vata Pitta Prakriti, in that condition you can consider this. Like let's say in autumn season. But again, you have to make sure you have appetite in the autumn season. So in autumn season, your Vata and Pitta goes high. Like mostly Pitta goes high along with the Vata. There might be a dryness. So in that condition, you can consume, apple. Apple should be hot as per the theory. Okay, that's why I said apple is neither hot neither cold. It is Anushna, Miralji. Okay, let me put this Q&A in the like in a meeting group. Okay, so yeah, now everyone can see each other's question. It's now more personal meeting group chat. All right. So yes, that's why I said if Vinaji, if apple is not local, that's true. But if it is your avastha, so avastha condition is there. So there are 16 factors of wrong combination of food. But if you see avastha with it is not, because even it is, there are some herbs we consume from some other desh, from the location. Okay, because that is required. Again, we preserve some herbs like amla. It is not available like 12 months, right? And that's why we preserve it, because that is required throughout the year. and the powder form, it become more potent. All right. So that's where if it is suitable for your current body condition, then there is no problem. Clarify the decreased balances. Yes, as I've said, the apple fruit balances the vata and the pitta, but it increases the kapha. But if you take like a cover of like a outer, cover out of it, or the layer out of it, then it will reduce the, it will nourish the kapha. It will not increase the kapha. Nourishing means is a maintaining. Okay, it will not let your body to get dry. So again, as I've said, there is logic, yes, because it's neither hot neither cold. But when we talk about the apple, which is green, that is cold in potency. So the people who have the asthmatic problem, they should not consume the green apple. Okay, it also helps to increase the appetite compares to your red one, because it is a pitta nourishing as well. Okay, it's a pitta nourishing, increases the kapha. So the green apple increases the kapha more. It is more cold. It is cold in potency. But the red one, it is not a cold in potency. The red one is neither hot neither cold. Okay, and the quality is the same. Again, it is heavy. Again, it's a sweet and kind of sour. The second taste will be kind of sour, which is not mentioned here. The sweet sour taste, it will be there. So that's where it is a kapha nourishing, and it is a kapha increasing because of, since it is cold, and also the pitta nourishing in nature, since it is having the sour taste. So not be consumed by the asthmatic patients. Okay, is that clear? Because I don't have much to say about apple. And again, Ayurveda, since it is beneficial for even, let's say, the migraine patient. If like, why the cause of the migraine, since it is like a pitta causing, right? So most of the time it's because of the pitta. So in that condition, if the migraine patient consume like a, if they have good appetite in the morning time, then it will solve their migraine problem. Because it will again helps to pass the motions properly. Okay, in the diarrhea condition, you should not give the direct this fruit, because since it is like heavy to digest, then you can take outer cover, like of it, and can give it, peel it and give it to the patient. Because in diarrhea, it's, you cannot have the heavy food, because diarrhea itself, because of the mandagni. Okay, there is loss of appetite. So in that condition, you have to peel it out. Again, the green one also improves the quality and the quantity of the sperm in male. Okay, this is what about the apple is. Okay, this is what about the apple is. Again, it's good for the liver and good for the skin. These all the side benefit out of out of it. But first, the thing is it really suitable for your current condition or not? That's the main concern. So when you come and learn here, you first make sure, is it suitable for you or not? Okay, and the second concern will be the nutrition part, that what you see over the internet. That's a secondary thing. First, is it really for you, is it really for you or not? Okay, that's the first concern. So now let's talk about the apple cider vinegar. Okay, are you all ready? And we'll take a Q&A, okay, about this all together. Are you all ready? Type yes in the chat box. Because there are so many things over there over the internet, and you might put yourself in the condition where you are harming yourself more. Forget about the spend that you made over the apple cider vinegar. It comes cheap. It is not that much expensive, but you should make sure that whom it is suitable for. So how many of you think, like, what is the quality of apple cider vinegar is? Vinegar is good as per lot of sources. Yes. Let's hear it from you. All right. Okay. Since it is alkaline in nature, let's see what Ayurveda has to say. See, apple cider vinegar is not new for us. In villages, we used to have, we used to store again vegetables as well to make this sirka out of it. So we call it sirka, right? But now, how many people we have today? We have 23 people, including if like myself and the team. Let's say there are 20 people. So if we give 20 people 1 month apple cider vinegar, like we'll get the different results. There may be like a side effect as well and the effect as well. So how many of you know, like, what is the potency of apple cider vinegar? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it dry? Or is it nourishing? Or is it, increases pitta, decreases pitta, increases vata, decreases vata, increases kapha, decreases kapha? Okay, it's dry. Okay, it is dry. Okay, again, anybody? Because once we know this, then only we can decide for whom it is suitable for, and each in which season it is suitable for. Okay. Swan says it is hot in potency. Okay. Anybody? So my question is it hot? Okay, this is not a waiting participants. Okay. Is it hot versus cold? Because here you get the answer. Okay. Is it dry? It's dry versus smooth. Okay. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see this. And you able to, know that you'll able to know this if it is really good source for you or not. And also, even they it has a good bacteria, I know. And you also know that, right? But in which season you should consume it, and which season you you could harm, with this to your body. All right. So let's see this. Now let me share the mind map. All right. So the quality is, if you can see, it is a Ushna, Tikshna, and Ruksha, right? So for whom do you think which Prakriti it is suitable for? It is hot, it is a Tikshna, it is a Ruksha. Is it for the Vata? It is for the Pitta, or is it for the Kapha? Since it is hot, it is Tikshna and it is dry. So which Prakriti it is more suitable for? Let me tell this. Vata is dry, it is, cold in nature, okay, and it is rough in nature. Where Pitta is hot in potency, it is Tikshna in nature, okay, and also a bit smooth in nature. But Kapha is like smooth in nature, cold in nature, okay. So which do you think it is suitable for? And I guess I don't know how many of you know about your Prakriti, your body constitution. Okay, there are a constitution and there is a condition. Let's say somebody was a lean, but now he or she got, obese, lots of mucus problem. So that could be a condition, but not your body constitution. All right. So now let's say, how many of you feel there is a hot temperature outside? Like maybe like even the 10 days back, you feel the weather is hot. How many of you felt this? Anybody from Nagpur? Anybody from Nagpur? Yeah, me? How is the weather? Hot or cold? I don't, because I don't know about others where you people are from. So may I know from which city you people are from? See, you have to understand this. If you don't, because this is not something which we going to repeat again and again. This is just apple cider vinegar we are talking about. And I don't know anybody of you again going to read somewhere this or not. And you may end up harming yourself in future. Okay. Swan from Bangalore, Karnataka. Divya from Hyderabad. Manisha ji is from Nagpur. Okay. Which city you people are from? Hot and day, cold in night. Yes, Hemlata ji from Nagpur. Okay, Venkat, cold weather, San Francisco. All right, hot and dry and cold at night. Okay, anybody? Can you people please open up your cameras? I never asked this before. But you people are so lazy now. You don't want to write, you don't want to show up. Pune, Maharashtra. Yeah, Sudhir, I've been to Pune. It's like good cold. Sorry, next time for sure. Mumbai. Okay. The Mumbai, the season is, it's a Pitta Kapha increasing. The people in Mumbai get acidity not because of the Pitta itself. Okay. It's because of the Pitta Kapha. Even you go there, you live for some year. If you get acidity condition, it's because of the weather itself. Okay. So, all right. Okay. No problem. But now see, the condition here is, if you are Vata Prakriti, then it might help you. The pure Vata condition. Okay. But now, here, let's say, if you have Vata condition, and because Vata is dry, Vata is like, kind of very dry and very cold in potency. Okay. So now they need something hot, they need something Tikshna, they need something like a smooth, so they can mix it along with some rice and can have it. I'm not talking about the noodles, but here, when they consume it, they will going to get benefit out of it. Let's say in a rainy season. But now the same Vata having Prakriti of Vata Pitta in condition, like in autumn season, you get more hot. You feel hot. In summer, you feel hot. But when you consume the same apple cider vinegar, you're going to harm yourself because it impures your blood. Ayurved bolta hai, it calls you Rakta Pitta Vyadi. It creates a heat problem. Type new if it is new for you. It impures your blood if you consume in the long run. सो इससे क्या होगा, और फिर ब्लड, फॉरगेट अबाउट दिस, इसमें गुड बैक्टीरिया ये है वो है, भूख बढ़ाता है, फलाना ढिकाना सब है उसमें, बट ये आपका खून भी खराब करेगा if it is not suitable for you. So those who are the vata pitta prakriti, they can consume in the, like, let's say your rainy season. Why? Because there is a more vata increasing in the body. But same vata prakriti coming with the autumn season, summer season, there is big no. But now let's talk about the pitta. It's not a good source for them. Apple cider vinegar, you shouldn't even touch. Okay, you stay away from it. But if you are kapha prakriti, this again becomes a good source for you for kapha prakriti. But now if you are vata kapha prakriti, this is like a best for you. They are very rare patient I have seen. Okay, very rare. Those are like a vata kapha prakriti. But this become a good source for them. If you are pitta kapha prakriti, अगर आप obesity है आप में, and if you are, if you are obese, but you are pitta dominant kapha prakriti, then this become a bad for you. So make sure if you have good metabolism, but you have the obesity, apple cider vinegar is not for you. But if you have the obesity, but you don't have the appetite, then this become a good for you. Is that clear with you all? The apple cider vinegar. क्योंकि खून खराब करेगा, आयुर्वेद में दिया, लोग खाते हैं, फिर प्रॉब्लम हो रही है, देयर लाइक स्किन डिसीज विल बी देयर, all the problem will be there, and you couldn't even relate with your food which you are consuming on regular basis. So people have it for the weight loss, but weight loss किसके लिए? Those who are kapha dominant pitta or kapha dominant vata. That is not for the people who are pitta dominant kapha. Okay, so you make sure you become a very mindful when you consume this, because good bacteria तो किसमें नहीं होते, कर्ड में भी होता है, बटर मिल्क में भी होता है, एप्पल साइडर विनेगर तो हो ही गया. Okay, so any like a fermented you porridge you take, there it is, you have good bacteria. Now again, one more question I am saying. Now there is millet boom is going on. How many of you know about little kodo, barnyard, foxtail, brown top, these 5 millets which is booming out there in the market? Type yes if you know this. Yeah, little kodo, barnyard, foxtail, brown top. These are the millets which is now more famous in the market. But most of you don't know, yeah, the Sridhanya millets are heavy to digest. Why? Because it is having more fiber in it. So since it is more heavy to digest, it again not become a good source for the kapha prakriti, because kapha में क्या होता है, उनका डाइट, उनका एपेटाइट अच्छा नहीं है. अब now you go to the internet, you find about fermented curel, जो बोलते हैं गंजी बोलते हो. सो गंजी तो रागी की भी बन सकती है, गंजी तो राइस की भी बन सकती है, गंजी तो बाजरा की भी बन सकती है, ज्वार की भी बन सकती है, रागी की भी बन सकती है. दैट्स द सेम. सो व्हाई मिलेट्स? सो अगेन इट कम्स टू दी योर एपेटाइट. अगर आपका पित्ता कफा प्रकृति है, डेफिनेटली यू गो फॉर द 5 फंडामेंटल मिलेट्स, लिटिल कोदो, बार्नयार्ड, फॉक्सटेल, ब्राउन टॉप. डोंट मेक लाइक compulsion for everybody. Of vata, in my case, what happened? I lose lots of weight. I lose my hair, I lose my weight, and then I got sudden this vata problems. Then you can shift towards the ragi porridge. Okay. Now those who are kapha prakriti, then they can move towards the your bajra porridge. That is what the whole idea is. Even you want to get the fermented, so your appetite should support it, because ultimately you eat millets and after 5 days, 6 day, 8 day, you think your body got habitual with it. No, it just all the millet, when you ferment, it improves your appetite. That's it. Why bajra for kapha prakriti? Because it is hitting in potency. Why nachni, that is ragi, and jowar is good for the pitta prakriti? Because it is cold in potency. Why ragi can become, or rice porridge can become good option for the vata? Because it will not decrease their kapha, and it will also give the nourishment. Yes, definitely, but in a moderation. Again, I have tasted this with myself. If you don't consume it along with lots of ghee, or along with the good makhan that you prepared at your home, it will create a constipation for sure. Tejaswini ji, for sure. Even it is neither hot, neither cold, either it has some kapha in it, but it will create a constipation for sure. Again, you put pomegranate along with it. If you're consuming both together, again it will create a constipation, and you will not even to relate with it. So this two food together will create more constipation. I have just felt this when being a vata prakriti consumed. So need to understand this when you consume what you consume. Okay, so as I've said, autumn season में तो अपने आप खराब होता है खून. So it is good for the vata kapha prakriti in general, but except in summer season and the autumn season. That means it impures your blood. Vatanuloman. Vatanuloman means it removes the excess gas. Like if you are bloated, so it will remove the excess gases from your body. So वात को ये remove करेगा body से. So some people get gases over the heart, and that's where you feel that heart attack तो नहीं आ जाएगा अभी. So that's where it is also good for the heart. It is mentioned in Ayurveda, but not for the Pitta Prakriti. It is mostly for the Vata Prakriti and the Kapha Prakriti. Liver, Vata, or how many of you here are Vata or Pitta Prakriti here, or the Pitta Kapha Prakriti here? Okay, let me give the characteristic of it. भूख अच्छी लगती है, खाना अच्छे से पचता है, मे बी मोशंस अच्छे मोशन को जाने के लिए लाइक यू फील टू गो फॉर द मोशंस आफ्टर हैविंग योर लंच, डिनर और ब्रेकफास्ट. मे बी यू हैव गुड क्वालिटी ऑफ लीडरशिप, नॉट अ वाता पित्ता. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द पित्ता प्रकृति, पित्ता कफा प्रकृति और द पित्ता प्रकृति. लीडरशिप क्वालिटी अच्छी है. ओके, दे हैव गुड लीडरशिप क्वालिटी, pittas. Okay, now let me just go back like thousands of years back. So the people who used to be a soldiers, those used to be a pitta prakriti. Okay, those who used to be a warrior, the pitta kapha prakriti, good muscles, good strength, not a they not used to be a vata prakriti. Those mostly the pitta kapha prakriti. You'll see the most this, if the pitta kapha prakriti or the kapha prakriti used to be like a more like a kind of king. Anyway, if it is coming from the like a one, it's like one you're like a family rotation. But if it's like a need to choose a king, it should be like a pitta kapha or the kapha prakriti, because they have the good quality of leadership. But pitta is more about भड़क जाएंगे बहुत जल्दी, because their liver is already good. Okay, so ये liver जो जिगर हम बोलते हैं, they have this confidence and this leadership quality, or they are the good leaders because they have this good liver and they can digest good food and all this thing together. And that's where this apple cider vinegar is good for the liver. But for whom? For the vata and for the kapha prakriti. Okay, because it will activate it. So ये पांडु रोग में काम आता है. पांडु रोग मीन्स एनीमिया. यू विल गेट दिस ओवर द इंटरनेट. बट फॉर whom? Not who is a pitta prakriti, but it is for the kapha prakriti. You see the obese people who look very white and they also have the anemia, or the people who are the kapha dominant vata prakriti. In that condition, this become the great source. Okay, this become great source. Now, अब eye problem के बारे में बात करते हैं. So those who have the acidity, those who have the pitta problem, you will see the redness in the eye. अगर आपको आपके that doesn't mean only it is acidity. It could be burning sensation in your hand or your palm, or it could be rashes on your body. It could be the sensation of pain after passing the stool. That is also because of the pitta. Okay, palm अगर आपके like गर्म है, अगर आंखों में अगर redness है, और आप, that is also because of the pitta. If your body increasing in the pitta. Okay, Venkatji, it's not a clear question to me. I'll answer this at the end of the session. So now, those who have the heaviness in their eye, they can consume it. And which heaviness? When you get lots of, kind of stickiness from your eye, or if you have kapha prakriti and you get heaviness, that's where you practice this. But not when you have the redness in your eye. When already burning sensation in your eye, then definitely it will going to cause more harm than the benefit. So when you have the heaviness in your eyes, then this become a good medicine. So I have madhyam marga, in mid path. They neither talk benefit much benefit of something and not demotivate any product over the out there in the nature. In the nature I'm talking about. So the sirka is good for the kapha related things, but not good in the pitta related eye problems, even though it is good for the eye. And the quantity will be 5 ml to the 15 ml for the vata prakriti in which rutu? In your kind of, you can say the winter season, you take a rainy season, you take your this spring season. Those are the season good for it, but not your autumn season and summer season. And then this kapha can raise it towards 5 to 15 ml, like before their meal if they want to consume. I really don't want to make it generalized. Again, you're going to start practicing it with like without proper again information. I just wanted to give you what is the right dose for it. So people can start from the 5 ml and it goes towards the 15 ml, not beyond that. With your water, of course. And some people like a vata people can have it along with the rice because it has the dryness and that could be covered with any food like rice. It's like a sticky and also kapha increasing. Or maybe some dal you can take off with. So that is what about the apple cider vinegar is. And now if you have any question, you can go ahead and ask. All right, let me just open it. Yeah, Sridhanya. So this is question. This question is not clear to me. Can the body type will be always one body type? Yes. The body type always with the one body type, you cannot change. Once it is fixed, it is fixed. It comes by birth. See, if you compare the obese a person from like a lean person getting obese, that doesn't mean it is changing the prakriti. It just there is a oval, the obesity is there. Okay, let me just cover this first. So there are like maybe 20,000 parameters are there when it comes to the prakriti. Prakriti is very huge topic. It's like a self-discovery process itself. Even your it's like which balance you have more. Like in winter the pitta quality get might more high, or the water quality can go more high. Okay, it depends upon your that's where I said the self observation is required. But it has the more dominancy of something over something, like it could be more vata dominant pitta or pitta dominant kapha, pitta dominant vata or vata dominant pitta, in that way. Okay, so I mean not the combination. Can the body type will be always one body type? Yes, that I would say the rarest one, the only single body type, and they suffer a lot throughout their life. I have met such people. 90% of vata prakriti, 5%, so 4 to 5%, sorry, the 6% somewhere pitta and 4% of kapha. So vata pitta kapha will be there, but I have seen people 90% of vata, 6% of pitta and 4% of kapha. They are the worst. They're the suffered throughout their life and very pain. You can't even imagine. Okay. And I've seen people, those who mostly, work over the sideways and very, very bad condition, I would say. They go to the, allopathic treatment. I'm not against it, but yes, they do MRI and this and that, and nothing comes. And they go round and round and round, and, they don't get any solution of it. And the Basti Chikitsa is there for them, and they have to take it throughout their life. But, they don't get guidance, and entire life they, you know, suffer with this. That's what it is. So yes, there is a condition where you have the dominance of such prakriti. I've also seen the people who are suffering with autoimmune in the community because they have the kapha prakriti and nothing. They cannot even digest anything. From childhood, they have this autoimmune disease. So that's where it can have like yes, single dosha prakriti can be there. If that is a question, I have answered. Hope I have answered your question. Okay. Anybody have any question? So no one come with a one dosha. Why we called it dosha? Because if it is in the balanced condition, this is a god. But if it is get imbalanced, it worse. No, nothing worse than this. And this vata is like handle or this pitta and kapha. If vata goes havoc, like a havoc, then this pitta and kapha like a kind of uncontrolled. So first thing is to control the vata. So mostly vata pitta person suffers a lot. So the words Prakriti is Vata, then this Pitta, then the Kapha, then the person who is a Vata Pitta or sorry, yeah. Then the words is your Vata Kapha Prakriti and Kapha Vat Prakriti, and then the Vata Pitta and the Pitta Vata, and then there is a Pitta Kapha or the Kapha Pitta, and the best out of it is the best among this six. Sorry, the seven is the three dosha balance. As I've said, the Warren Buffett is the example. One should have this in the morning. Shaji, in your condition, it could be in the morning time. And some people can also practice this half an hour before their lunch and the dinner. Okay. So see, our goal, ultimate goal is have proper digestion. Okay. The whole Ayurveda itself is for having good digestion. So like whatever program we have, again the paid programs that we have, that focuses on the digestion. So if you have proper stool formation you get in the morning, not a multiple times, in a single time, without any churan chutney and all, that means you have a good digestion. You need not to worry. Yes, you can take a lukewarm water, or yeah, lukewarm water you can take. So those who have, they get proper motions in the morning without any support of like drinking lots of water, then some doing some asana, and you going like you are harming yourself instead of, that's not a way to get rid of something. It's something you should like more respect, because it is what gives you strength. Okay, if they're like a loose motion, you see, you don't get strength, right? So the person who have the good appetite, like the good digestion, will get the proper motions early in the morning. They get the sensation of the motions early in the morning, and they will not get the sensation of passing motion throughout the day. If this is not there, then you consider yourself not having good digestion. If you are only for the pitta prakriti, if you are pitta prakriti and you have to go for the twice or the thrice, this is very normal. No need to worry, because for the pitta kapha they eat more, and they have to go like they have like a very fast metabolism. But if you are like vata pitta, like vata kapha, that's the only sign, only good sign you can have as per Ayurveda. You get proper sensation of motions in the morning and you pass it. Okay, that's what it is. If you don't have it, we have the program called as digestival launchpad. Anybody if want to enroll for it, again we have the process called as you go with one-on-one consultation before even you go for the session. So we have a clarity session for the session for that particular program. So anyway, we're going to paste the link or the group. If you want to enroll, you can enroll. But now anybody have any question for this particular session, I would love to answer. So I'll making this personal to me, so that even if you have any personal question, it will come to me only. Okay. So we'll wind this up in like in 5 minutes. If you have any question, you can just ask me. So Miralji, hope I have answered your question with Ayurvedic perspective. Okay. Vata Prakriti can eat non-veg. Yes. Vata Prakriti, I would say, I being a Vata, I don't eat non-veg because, being a spiritual stuff. But Vata should eat non-veg because it will specify their Vata. But make sure that the Vata Prakriti eat non-veg when they have the appetite, not in the night time, but in the evening time. And again, I'll just make again it filter. Vata Prakriti eat non-veg when it is coming from the good source. Like, Gaurani chicken aap bolte ho jisko. It should not coming right from the poultry itself. So if you get it like a good quality, then you definitely go for it. Okay. Sure. Okay. I'll just unmute you. Don't worry. But let me see if anybody have any question, so that I could go with the speed, and I'll unmute you. Okay. Anybody, if you want to get like you want me to get unmute. Okay. But I'm having coriander and water in the morning. Okay. You keep whatever is suggested by Divya, you continue it. Okay. You don't stop it. When I put into the 21-day program, and then we can shift you in somewhere, but do not stop whatever is suggested. Okay. Keep going with coriander water. Okay. Non-veg, I have answered. My son is having soil. What is the reason, sir? What should I do for that? Having soil, I did not get that. What do you mean by soil? Mitti, like he eat mitti? Can you please let us know about banana? When to consume, and small one or big one? It is good. What prakriti should we eat? Okay, we have, okay, Vinaji. With your demand, we have the next session or the banana. Okay. Good to go, because I don't want just give you small information and put you in between. That where it will confuse, right? Because you said you'll say in future, you said that time this thing, but now you're saying this. There are more aspects, right? As we have seen, there are multiple direction for something. So banana, again, I have go with the elaichi banana, then raw banana is there, then which one you organic banana, non-organic bananas, then after effect of having bananas, which prakriti it is suitable. So it will take a more time. Is it good if I keep it for the next session? But definitely bad for the kapha prakriti. Okay, thank you, Vinaji. Yes, Divyaji, there might be like a vitamin, like a deficiency could be there. And again, we cannot say in a one shot, because I don't know what you're feeding to him and how was his journey was, like at the time of his birth, you were consuming antibiotics or not, or he was like having like a normal seizure or like a normal delivery or with a seizure. Okay, all the factors are together. I cannot give you answer in a like a, this crisp and a short way. There could be, there could be. Okay, there are the ways, but I don't know the problem. How could I give the solution, right? And that will be the bad approach if I give any solution. Okay, I'll say chuna pila do, chuna kha do, but that is not a solution, because I don't know about him, right? And it could get the generalized and it could be harm, right? I grow lots of fruits and the vegetables, but no idea body type and dimension of doshas, and want to get more self sustainable knowledge. This how to do I start? Okay, Venkat. So you get slow and steadily with this free workshop. Again, we have this paid workshop called as Digestible Launchpad. There you can try it. Yeah. There we have like go more into living the Ayurvedic lifestyle for 21 days, and the 1 year program is there. You have to go along with the seasons and need to check. Yeah, it's more implementation program. Don't worry, but once we know about him, I would say we can fix this, because the person who have more antibiotics in the long run, they prone with the diseases, sort of disease, like in rainy season mostly. And then this people has to this children has to protect themselves very well according to seasons. Okay, if you want to join the program, but let me clear this, you have to go with with the process of the consultation. It's not, but like we have to give the result. Like if you're not suitable for the program, then it not like it might not for you. But let's go with a clarity session and then we can put. So I'll might share you the link. Just give me a minute. Yeah. So this is coming with a more doctor consultation, and then primary consultation, and then implementation program. Okay. So yeah, here is a link for the pre-consultation. You can book the date and go with it for the clarity session. Okay, it's free. All right. So I unmute now. Good to eat fruits for breakfast or for lunch. Again, it depends, Vinaji, because fruits in breakfast, like what is the breakfast time? Is it like after 10? It's always good. If you're having like a lunch time, like if you don't feel much hungry, then you can have at the lunch time. Okay, that's how you choose. It's all depend on your appetite. Okay. Again, like which fruit? Like there is a chiku, if you consume in autumn season, if you don't have appetite, anyway, that not going to get digested. If you take custard apple, that is good to digest, like light to digest and also suitable. So it's about more about knowing yourself. Okay, it's self discovery process, like who you are. On that basis, you can choose any food, any item, and it's for you. It's up to you, right? This change, why we have the seasonal food vegetables, because we want to check what is good for you. That's a you know ये अंदाजा हम लगाते हैं कि हमारे लिए क्या अच्छा है अकॉर्डिंग टू सीजन. बट लेट्स से देयर इज चेंज इन अ सीजन. यू सी इन इंडिया देयर इज अ रैपिड चेंज इन सीजन होती है. कभी 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 विंटर होती है, कभी भी धूप निकल जाएगी. सो यू कैन नॉट डिपेंड ऑन द सीजन when it comes to like India. You have to check what is suitable for you, what is your body condition. So that's why we Achar Rasayan we have covered in Sunday workshop. I guess I don't know how many of you have done that program. Banana, again, yes, if you have mucus problem, you cannot have it. You should have good appetite when you consume the banana, right? If you have appetite, you can consume in the afternoon time mostly, I would say. So let me unmute. Okay. Just give me a minute. Let me just unmute this. Vaishnavi ji. Okay. You start your video and you go ahead. Vaishnavi ji, I have asked to unmute and also I have asked to start video. You can just, yeah, please start your video as well. So I can, see you.
Hello, can you see me?
Yeah, I cannot see you. Sorry.
Okay, no problem. I have a question to ask you.
No, but
Can I
before
go ahead?
that, you please open the camera because who is asking? I don't know your Prakriti. I can see you and I can tell you like which Prakriti you are, right? So I need to see you.
Okay, just give me a moment.
Okay, till the time. Anybody have any question? Yeah, book with the Indian timing. If you are just booking the one-on-one consultation, just book with the Indian time. Thank you. Venkatji, are you like joining this first time, the session? I would like to know. Yes? Okay. Yes, please. Till the time, anybody have any question? Sudhirji, any question? How are you? Good? Thank you for coming. You're coming first time? Okay, let me unmute you. Okay, you can unmute.
Yeah, I have come first time, sir. Actually, I think this is a group for Ayurved practicing doctors. Is it
Yeah,
so?
no. This is a group for
Basic group.
general people who should know about the Ayurveda.
Okay, okay.
Because,
Because I
yeah,
think I have come from those type of groups where I was added for some reason I don't knew, and then I was told while trying to join the program, I was told that it's for doctors only, but they didn't remove it. I said yes, I am not doctor, but I am a Ayurved lover for sure. So they keep me informing, and today I took chance to join this program.
yeah, this is the free program we do like every Sunday or Friday. And our approach is to take this Ayurveda to the normal people. Though we have
Yeah,
doctors, so AROGINY is the like a whole organization. It's not like just a group. So we have like a team of doctors. We have the communities. We have the like also we have the physical office now in Nagpur. So we have all together.
Nagpur.
So it's not
Okay.
just the group.
Does this have any connection with Dr. Lalit Heda's groups about Ayurveda trainings
Like,
and all that?
I don't know because many doctor are there in our group. I would say
Yeah, yeah.
allopathic doctor,
Okay.
naturopathy also there, Ayurveda doctors are there. So maybe most of the doctors are there, but they don't show up because because they are practice. Yeah. So our motto of is to the Ayurveda should go to the general people so that people should not suffer. Like as I've said, apple cider vinegar, right? We open in the application like a app, we see the Google and we see the benefits. आप कल जाके देखोगे सर यू विल गेट द साइड इफेक्ट ऑफ इट तो लोग कंफ्यूज हो
Yeah.
जाते हैं यू गेट बेनिफिट एंड टुमारो यू गेट साइड इफेक्ट नाउ यू
There
गेट
are two things right now. First thing, to reverse the diabetes, which is being popularly done by so many people, but I have questions, some experience based and some thought process based on that. And second thing, how to maintain the daily routines. See, after getting some ailment, one goes for treatment. But if you want not to reach to the ailment point, there has to be day-to-day correction in the life.
राइट
I'm interested in learning that. And
ओके
third thing I would like to know about giving information to the people like today I got a call that the person is declared having diagnosed cancer.
ठीक है
So from here and how to get that? Because it's nice to prevent, but when it comes to face, one has to. It may not be your own case, somebody else's case, but then when I say that I'm an Ayurved lover, I should be able to give information proper. आश्वासक माहिती
मराठी बोलतो
की
तुम्ही
I am MP based Maharashtrian.
ओके ओके यू जस्ट स्पीक हिंदी और इंग्लिश बिकॉज अदर पीपल विल नॉट अंडरस्टैंड सो दैट मे गो रॉन्ग या
तो आश्वासक जानकारी होना चाहिए उसमें कि
ओके
उसको संयुक्तिक उसका सहारा मिले और वो विश्वसनीय भी हो और उसको आशा इसमें एक तो आयुर्वेद में हम कहते हैं कि केस में मैं पेशेंट को लेकर गया था एक मेरे डॉक्टर दोस्त के पास में बीपी ब्लड प्रेशर वाज हिज प्रॉब्लम तो उनसे बात होने के बाद में नॉर्मली पहले वो नहीं तैयार थे क्योंकि उनको मालूम है डायबिटीज है ब्लड प्रेशर है तो जिंदगी भर गोली खाना नहीं तो कुछ ठीक नहीं है खराब नहीं है कुछ इनसे बात करने के बाद भी बोला यार मैं इतना लोगों से मिला मगर आज मुझे बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है इवन बिफोर टेकिंग मेडिसिन तो वो मेरे डॉक्टर दोस्त ने उनको बताया कि भाई ये जो है हमारी काय चिकित्सा का भाग है
यस
आयुर्वेद में हम लोगों को डराते नहीं है उनको आश्वासन देते हैं सही तरीके से कि यस इट इज ट्रीटेबल एंड वी कैन हैव बेटर ट्रीटमेंट इन द सिस्टम
यस
जो कि आज के समय में थोड़ी रेयर हो रही है हमारे अभी आपने जो कि उसी मत कहूँ एलोपैथी वन नीड्स टू गो व्हेन इट इज अ वेरी हाई टाइम टू know that you are having some problem and you are not able to bear with that but nobody can love that whatever is being given today in the market nobody can love that
Yes. So the thing is, we have the community. I'll say even my clients are doctors. You'll see in this group, even some people might have joined. They are like a doctor from different, like around the world. You would say from the
Okay.
India. They are
Nice.
there to listen. Actually, they're not against it. Why? Because it is also new for them, right? So that means they become general. This information become generalized.
Yeah.
So nobody is against it. Just we haven't learned this thing from the childhood, and that's because of that is a problem. Because we don't know about ourselves, and we expect the doctor will know you better, right? That is what is problem. So doctor don't know about themselves because there is no enough consciousness, right? Mind body connection ही नहीं है. खाना खा रहे दिमाग कहीं और है. So in that condition, this should be our responsibility to know about ourselves. Life is one, right? And if let's say I'm very lean, I'm not muscular as you, but I'm as I'm like, I would say more creative than you, I would say, right? You will say like, yes, I'm more powerful than you. So that is your limits, right? So shall I cry over my leanness, or shall I, enjoy my creativity? Isn't it? So
Definitely.
that is
One is
what,
to use his strength and try to overcome the shortcomings.
yeah. So that's what we require to know about ourselves instead. And once we know ourselves, then you know about the food, right? Food, lifestyle, or you need not to listen to any doctor, or maybe in our community, my doctor's team are just guide. They don't treat you as a patient. They are guide for you. वो नहीं बोलेंगे जाओ मेडिसिन खा लो. No, you do it. Okay, I'll guide you. I'll become your teacher, like a guru शिष्य. आप ये होता है तो आप ये मत करो. Okay, now and slowly and steadily, when your logical mind is getting prepared, like मैंने बोल दिया आपको चाय मत पियो. So you will say why I shouldn't drink a चाय. अगर मैं बोलता हूँ इससे कैंसर होता है, ये होता है, फलाना ढिमकाना, तो आप मानोगे उसको, राइट? उसके पीछे का लॉजिक मैं देता हूँ तो. सो आयुर्वेद ये साइंस है, राइट? हमने जो अभी देखा एप्पल साइडर विनेगर का, सो आई गिव यू द साइंस कि क्यों नहीं लेना चाहिए. सो यू कैन नॉट आर्ग्यू ओवर इट. व्हाई? बिकॉज इट इज रिटन इन संहिता आयुर्वेद में, एंड यू कैन नॉट गो अगेंस्ट. बिकॉज अभी भी हम जो टमाटर खाते हैं ना सर, वी डोंट नो व्हाट इज अ विपाक ऑफ इट. टमाटर, सादा टमाटर.
हाँ जी.
सो
क्या कहा आपने
टमाटर,
शब्द उसके?
टमाटर अपने टोमेटोज.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
टोमेटो आयुर्वेद में था ही नहीं उस जमाने में. टोमेटो हुआ ही नहीं करता.
ओहो.
सो नहीं है, टोमेटो नहीं है आपका, अपना ये आलू नहीं. बट जो उसका खाने के बाद क्या हो, किसी वैद्य को नहीं पता. इट्स लाइक अंदाजा है कि उसके बाद में ये होता होगा. सो हमारी इतनी ज्यादा बेवकूफी है कि जो हमारे ऋषि मुनियों ने इतना ऑब्जर्वेशन के साथ लिखा है, राइट, चेक करके टेस्ट करके, वो अभी भी इम्प्लीमेंटेबल है. मतलब आप अभी भी करेला खाते हो तो आपको कड़वा अभी भी लगे, लाइक उसका न्यूट्रिशन जाने दो कम हो गया होगा, बट स्टिल इट इज कड़वा इन नेचर, कड़वा इन टेस्ट. तो उन्होंने बताया कि आप करेला ज्यादा खाओगे तो आपको कॉन्स्टिपेशन होगा, आपका शरीर में वात बढ़ेगा, तो आपको फिर घी के साथ उसको बना के खाना चाहिए. तो
अच्छा.
उन्होंने क्या दिया है, उन्होंने एडजस्टमेंट दी है. फिर अगर आप खाते हो तो फिर कैसे खाओ. नाउ व्हाट इज प्रॉब्लम अभी हमारे जनरेशन में, इन आवर जनरेशन, ये खराब है, वो खराब है, लेट्स बिकम अ वेगन, फिर कच्चा खाओ. आई गेट द पेशेंट ओवर द लाइक 10 ईयर्स जो सप्लीमेंट्स खाते हैं या फिर कच्चा खा खा के बीमार होके यहाँ पे आते हैं. ठीक है. देन वी रियलाइज कि भैया ये चल रहा है, अभी इनको 50,000 का इन्वेस्टमेंट उनको डालना पड़ेगा. वाई? बिकॉज दे हैव डिस्ट्रॉयड. सो वी गेट 3 पीपल. फर्स्ट हु इज अ नोवाइस, जिसको अभी अभी चस्का लगा है नई चीज फॉलो करने का, लाइक वाटर एनिमा हो गया, मजा आ रहा है, अभी पेट अच्छे से साफ होता है, एनर्जी लाइटनेस आ रही है. बट इफ वी पुट दिस इंफॉर्मेशन फ्रंट ऑफ देम, दे विल गो अगेंस्ट ऑफ इट. क्यों? क्योंकि उनको भी व्याधि नहीं हुई है, प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. सेकेंड टाइप ऑफ लोग होते हैं कि उन्होंने अभी 5-10 साल अभी कर चुका है, अभी उनको सीवियर वात की प्रॉब्लम हो गए. एग्जाम्पल, बॉडी पेन हो, ज्यादा सोच रहे हैं, एंजाइटी हो रही है, ओके, ये सब प्रॉब्लम हो रही है. तो ये लोग क्या करेंगे, अब आयुर्वेदा फॉलो. थर्ड लेवल आते हैं जो आपने बताया कि फोर्थ लेवल कैंसर हो गया सपोज. आयुर्वेद भी कुछ नहीं कर सकता उसमें, क्योंकि आयुर्वेद का काम ही नहीं है वो. अभी आयुर्वेद खत्म हो गया वहां पे. Ayurved cannot do anything. That's why we even don't consider patient after 55 in my particular paid programs also there. Why? अग्नि मंद हो जाती है वहां पे, आपका भूख कम हो जाता है. अब जो भी दवाई दोगे, what else you can do is you can adjust it. with some little herbs, है ना, जैसे वैसे जीके, you can do it. But ये knowledge, if you accept it from very early, you don't have to suffer.
Okay.
So why I'm telling this? Because I have tried all the diets. Keto diet, raw diet, DIP diet, vegan diet, millet diet, ये सब try कर चुका. But it comes under the branch of
एकांगी विचार है,
Ayurveda.
एकांगी विचार है, एक चीज पकड़ ले,
Yes. So it comes branch under the Ayurveda, मतलब जहाँ पे आप जिसको आप ये बोलते हो ना, DIP diet बोल दो. So this is good for the pitta kapha prakriti. ठीक है. When you talk about your, this raw diet, pure raw diet, then it goes towards the vata, pitta prakriti. ठीक है. जो कच्चा आप जो जितने नेचुरोपैथ वाले देखोगे, दे मोस्टली यू विल सी इट इज इधर पित्ता और पित्ता कफा प्रकृति, और वही इसको प्रमोट करेंगे. दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. ठीक है. फिर
सर
आप
उसमें एक
आते
बात है, अभी संस्थाओं के नाम में जानता हूँ, उनके साथ तो थोड़ा काम भी किया हुआ है. अब वो मूलतः आते हैं आयुर्वेद से, होम्योपैथी, सो दे आर ट्रीटिंग द मासेस, और उसमें कुछ उदाहरण इतने अच्छे होते हैं, क्या प्रॉब्लम इतना बड़ा सॉल्व हुआ.
राइट.
वहां पर जो मूलभूत बात आती है शास्त्र के दृष्टिकोण से, जब आयुर्वेद की हम बात करते हैं, तो अभी आपने बहुत सही तरीके से बताया कि ये चीज को हम हेल्थ के लिए अच्छा करके समझाया जाता है, कम्युनिटी को सब बताया जाता है, मगर उसमें ये भेद है, ये अच्छे लिए है, इसके लिए है, इसके लिए नहीं. तो वो भेद की बात कोई नहीं करता है. वो फिर उसमें पंगा होता है, वो कुछ समय के बाद में होता है, तब तक
नहीं,
हाथ
हाँ,
से
यहाँ
समय
पे
निकल जाता
प्रॉब्लम
है.
ये है. दैट इज अ प्रॉब्लम. That is, now let's say you have a cough and cold. This is what is generally happens in my paid community as well. तो मैंने आपको ठीक कर दिया. So now you become my testimony. So I'll post your photo, and I'll just write about you.
Yes, yes, yes.
This person
Everything.
got healed without medicine. Now after 10 days you getting some other problem, because of that you got cure with some sort of the diet which I have given, but now that become a problem for you now. मैं आपको पहचानता ही नहीं. Who are you?
जी जी.
तो अभी क्या होता है इसमें, दैट इज व्हाट इज हैपनिंग विद द प्रैक्टिस ऑफ आयुर्वेदिक, नेचुरोपैथी, एलोपैथी. देयर इज नो कनेक्शन. मेडिसिन दे दी, 10 दिन बाद आपके साथ क्या होगा यू डोंट नो. सीजन चेंज हो गया, एंड दैट्स व्हाई यू नीड टू लर्न बाय योर ओन.
सही है. इस जंक्शन पे मैं एक रिक्वेस्ट करना चाहूंगा आपसे कि आप अपने किसी एक सेशन में इस चीज को कवर कीजिए. आज के समय में टेस्टिमोनी के आधार पर लोगों का काम बहुत बड़े पैमाने पर हो रहा है, और ये बिग लॉस टू द पब्लिक इन जनरल. तो टेस्टिमोनी होना यानी कि वो सच है, और सच की सीमाएं क्या है और उसको कैसे पहचानना, यानी कैसे पहचानेंगे तो वो शास्त्रीयता के आधार के अंदर आएगा, इसके बहुत ही अच्छा रहेगा फॉर पब्लिक इन जनरल. एक चीज. और दूसरी चीज, आपके जो पहले लेक्चर्स हैं ये अपने को अवेलेबल है क्या रिकॉर्डेड?
Recording we can provide, like just write, you have to make like a mail over the info@arogini.com. Maybe from the back end we can just for the like a very interested people, not for everybody. So you seems to be very interested in this. So you just
Yeah, of course.
yes. So you go with like info@arogini.com. आपका नाम, नंबर और एक एप्लीकेशन डाउनलोड कर दीजिएगा, and from the back end will give you the the request.
I'll do it.
So yes, the testimony if it comes, it's very bogus, because as I've said, इसमें एक प्रॉब्लम ये होता है कि आई एम सॉल्विंग वन प्रॉब्लम एंड क्रिएटिंग अनदर वन.
More than one. Solving one and creating more.
If I'm losing you, I'm promising you I'll lose your weight in 1 year. Okay, let's say 20 kgs. I have patient like this, but they have coming losing weight but increase vata in their body. So this is the biggest fraud is happening entire world. No one is talking about it, and that's where I really and आपकी like लोग की mentality वैसी हो गई है now. They just want results. They don't want to understand things, and that's why we also want to promote in that way, because marketing is in your mind, right? So what we can do, you came here, right? Why you came here? You come with the marketing itself. You might have seen the post, okay, you might have seen something here, or you just jumped into. Yeah, this is what it is.
मगर मार्केटिंग में भी सब मैं उतनी बुराई नहीं देखता हूँ जब तक कि वो मार्केटिंग के नाम से है, मगर आप जब जनरल वेलफेयर की बात करके मार्केटिंग करते हैं अंदर से, तो वो बहुत डेंजरस है.
Yes, it's actually very dangerous, I would say. And
you are in disguise. You are not what you are. You are not looking what you are.
Right. So yes, I even don't agree with the Vedyas who follow the generalized approach, because I've seen the Vedyas who think what is good for them, they're practicing for the people nowadays. even the Ayurvedic Vaidyas. That's a totally wrong mindset.
Yeah.
If you see the Vata Vaidya, they will tell you eat more ghee and this and that. You see the Pitta Vaidya, he will tell more raw vegetables and fruits in your diet. If you see the Kapha Vaidya, he will ask you more eat light food and this and that. But now that become a problem. If Pitta person eat light food, that is a problem for them. If Vata person eat heavy food, that is a problem for them. If Kapha eat heavy food, that's a problem. So we have to come together and provide the right approach. And that is why my mission is, again, we are trying to make by 2030, Ayurveda should be the primary medicine. It should not be alternate medicine at all. Okay. Because we work for the government of Maharashtra for TB elimination program. And we see 1,300 patients every quarter, and government want to eliminate TB by 2025, which is impossible. And until and unless you don't know what is the cause of TB, you cannot eliminate the TB. Because I was suffered with the TB. I know what is causing the TB. So that is why my approach is this. With the whole AROGINY approach is to make the Ayurveda great again in the original way. Okay.
Yeah.
So nice
Thank you
talk
very
to
much,
you.
sir.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
obliged actually.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So who was there? Okay. Now I have really a motto to go. No more about stress. Okay. So who was the? I have unmuted. I guess asked to unmute. Okay, Vaishnavi. The name with a Vaishnavi, they can like unmute and can go like fast if you can.
Yeah. Good evening, Ankur ji.
Good
Kaise
evening.
aap?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
Yeah. Yeah, good. Thank you. You wanted to see me, so there was a little issue with my phone. I had to enable access to Zoom for my camera. So
Okay.
that's the reason why there was a slight delay. Anyway, now I have two very important questions. One,
Yes.
you wanted to see me so that you can help me with what type of, what is my thing in terms of what is it like?
Mm-hmm.
That is
Yeah.
one. Okay. The second thing is, I want to ask you because many a times what happens is the morning bowels are not stimulated on their own. Okay. So I'm kind of forced to have definitely a cup of tea, garam chai, and also maybe yes, sometimes this is a very personal question, but then I think it can probably also benefit others in the group.
Definitely.
So along with a cup of chai, maybe kind of a cigarette also can help me to maybe psychologically feel that the bowel movements are there. So how does one stop this?
Okay. So there are two things here again. So you are more to the Pitta, Kapha, because you are when you start with the 1 and 2, I already got your, idea which Prakriti you are. Because
Mhm.
you are very systematic now, right? You want to be a very crisp and short, number 1, number 2. So now, thing here is, even if I tell you that this is bad, not having consuming cigarette is bad, or even telling you not to have tea, you won't listen to me at first. Why? Because it is something which you got habituated with and which cannot easily like a break. That's where this neuro linguistic program and this thing works that we practice now. Like we have started practicing this where we stop connection where you started from the beginning, and now we are ending that connection today. So that's a different thing now. But here, when we talk about your emotions, why it is coming when you consuming cigarette and the tea, that's the first thing. Why it is coming, motion only after that. So when you see this, when there is heat in your stomach, or which is pushing your the intestines, then you get the motions. So now
Okay.
the thing is, like, some people need hot water to pass bowel movements, some people need a cigar, some people need kharra, people need tea to pass, because they need something hitting in tendency. So that's why I said in the community earlier times that harad, sund, and the your rock salt, if we take the combination, okay, and if we
Say again. Sorry, repeat it
yeah,
again.
it's like a ginger powder.
Okay.
Okay, 2 pinch. Okay, I start with a 3 pinch. That is 3 pinch of your harad. It's a
Harat
herb.
is
Harad is herb.
okay. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry because I'm ignorant about this, so therefore
Yeah.
I'm asking you.
Yes. So just
Yeah.
take as a knowledge now.
Yeah.
Then your sunta, that is your ginger powder. You might know about this, right?
Yeah.
And the third thing is a rock salt.
Okay.
So the first two things are hitting in potency. It increases the appetite and also remove the excess gases. Now, what is the obstruction for the, why there is not proper motion? There is no heat. The first two things are heating in potency. And the third one, that is rock salt, is a cooling in potency. So what it does is it balances the heat of first two things. And now if you consume this combination along with hot water, you need not to consume cigarette and the tea. And also the hot water, okay, lots of hot water to get your bowel movements clean.
So harat, ginger powder, and rock salt
Yes.
with hot water.
Lukewarm water. Yes. Hot water.
Okay, I'll
Limited
try
quantity.
this. And
But
harat is available. Harat
yes,
is it available any of
yes.
the Ayurvedic shops?
Yeah. Any Ayurvedic shop it is available. But again, I'm telling you this. There are like more parameters to keep your digestive health good. Like, do you drink water before the meal, after meal, in between meal? How much of like quantity of food you're consuming? When we see all together, everything in a straight way, then we can come to the conclusion, okay, without consuming, I said in the first, without consuming anything, if you're coming the bowel movements in a natural way, that is where your gut health is best. What I have given you is a nuska, right? But that is not a solution.
Okay.
That is
But
what
it can at least,
yeah, it will help. It will replace your tea and, your smoke, your cigar. But again, let's say you go for the party now, let's say at 10, at 11, and you already had late dinner and lunch, what to do? Now you tell me, any these diet system which is there out there, they have any solution for it? They will just tell you, have your dinner before 7. But everybody is not fortunate enough, right? Somebody have night shift, somebody might have go to some party sometimes, and they need to get activate their digestive fire. What they do, they ignite their digestive fire, they open their throats. That is what we want. And this thing what I have shared with you, that is what they will do. That is what the work that will be done in your system, so that until the morning time your food will get digested. It will not hamper your system throughout the night. But if you don't do it, then you suffer for sure. And then you will see, okay, there is nothing, Indian diet is bad, this and that. No, Ayurveda already given the solution thousands of years back.
आपके सॉरी फॉर इंटरप्शन, आपके अंदाजे में अगर मैं ये आपका जो हरात एंड जिंजर पाउडर एंड रॉक सॉल्ट विद lukewarm water psychologically, because as you know, I mean, for quite some years I've been used to this tea with cigarette. Okay, so in your experience, how much time will it take or my mind to take this transformation or this mindset?
It might take 15 days. It might take like since you are very strong with the mind. You have very strong mind.
Thank you.
Okay.
कैसे कह रहे हैं
So,
आप?
because you coming with the Prakriti, right? It's a Pitta.
Okay.
So Pitta already have strong mindset, and that's why you show up. That's why you talk. There are many people, right? Most of them have gone, but you stood, you talk, you shared your, this. It shows your, this boldness, and that's where it's become very easy for people like you. And now let's consider somebody like Vata standing. So he wouldn't have said first that is 1 or 2. He would directly said this is 1, this is 2, or maybe this is 2, this is 1, or not even said 1, 2. And he would start something and he will not, end the finished thing until and unless there is some spiritual, path or goal behind it. In like my way, like I'm Vata. You see how random I speak. You just, I know it. I know, but I cannot help. So that is what it is. So being have this, if you have strong mindset, it's like you really can quit like in 15 days or 30 days. And that's where you can progress. Yeah.
And दूसरी बात है कि I was told many years back by one of my professors in my office that I believe there are some Ayurvedic pills. If I take it, maybe it will help me to reduce the urge. Is it true and does it work?
There might be like there are many out there like medicines and things, but people tend to stop it for a few months or 2 or 3, but then again they get some sort of stress, and then again lives take over. Yeah, and that is what we have to cut the emotions where it started first.
Yeah.
Okay, from where it started, from the very first time you had, why you had, and that we have to replace the emotion with. And that's how it can work. Yeah.
So would you be able to help me on this call in terms of which are those pills, or you want to avoid?
Uh,
I mean,
Yeah, so sir, that's why I'll say if you just want to go with a solution, then any Ayurvedic doctor will help you. Any, forget about
okay.
myself.
Yes.
But we are here to, educate people and I want people to take charge of their own health.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it is like half done for me. I don't know
नहीं,
what
तभी तो
will
मैं
be.
पूछ रहा हूँ.
Yeah.
तभी तो मैं आपको मेरे बारे में पूछ रहा हूँ कि मुझे I want to get rid of this nasty habit.
How
So
old are
I'm
you?
kind of.
Are you above
You
55?
you guess. You should know. You're seeing me.
No,
So
no. See, why the thing is because we have three stages of life. The Vata is
okay.
like started from like around 25, 22. Then there is a Pitta Kala till 55. And after 55, there is something called as Vata Kal. Sorry, Kapha started till 25. Then your Pitta and then the Kapha. But nowadays the stress is so much. Again, this Vata Kal, which should happen after 55, people are getting very early. So people
Okay.
might look older and you might also get gray hair early because of your Pitta Prakriti.
I'm
Early gray hair.
56. I'm 56.
Okay. So in your case, maybe, yeah, you're like in between. So yes, it is not too late for you. You're like jumping towards that phase. So maybe you can just go with a one-on-one consultation with us, and there maybe we can have the discovery process, and there
Okay.
we can see you. Are you from India?
Yes, of course. I'm from
Okay,
India and
you're
I'm in
living in
Bangalore.
India. Okay.
Yes, of course. Of
Then there is
course.
no problem. Yes, no problem.
Yeah. So thanks very much for your time and thanks for your inputs. Very valuable. In fact, it's something which is actually bugging me for quite a while. And the reason, of course, I mean, what you said was graying of hair. I stopped coloring my hair about maybe 15 years back. So that's why maybe I look a little old, but I'm really not old.
Right. That's why I said the pitta, and because of that they gets early gray hair. And
So thanks, Mr. Ankur. Thanks and nice talking to you. And I'll get in touch with you after this call, maybe after Diwali, better.
sure,
Yeah,
no problem. All right.
because all of us are getting into a festive mood. So happy Diwali to you and your family as well.
You too, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye
you.
bye. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. We have done so far, like your motto. And yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Venkat ji. Okay, Sudhir, do you have any question? Do you want me to unmute you? Yes, no? Okay, let me unmute you. If you have any question, just do it and start with your video. Yeah. Hello. You're
हाँ
not
सर,
audible.
नमस्कार
Yes, namaskar.
सर. या एक छोटी सी बात, अभी जो सर बात कर रहे थे आपसे, उनके इसमें पिल्स के बारे में पूछा था, तो वहाँ मुझे याद आया कि मैंने काफी पहले एक चीज जानी थी कि कुछ माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स जो है वो ऐसी चीजों की वजह होते हैं, ये और बहुत सारी चीजों के बारे में, चाहे वो अल्कोहल का हो, चाहे इवन तो वो जो भावना थी वो माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट्स की कमी की वजह से होती है, और वो माइक्रो न्यूट्रिएंट अगर उनको सप्लीमेंट में मिल जाए तो वो जाती है भावना. अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो इंफॉर्मेशन मुझे ढूंढ के भी वापस नहीं मिल पाई. So if you have any trace of that, I would like to know it again.
Okay, it's about
That is
just
something fantastic.
yes. So there is like when you have this blockages and the problem with your gut. So you see the people who have the problem, the gut issues, like gut problem. So their agni is not that strong. So they tend to fall in such kind of categories. Agni nutrition hai. Your agni is nutrition. Your digestive fire itself a nutrition. Okay. So if they have this problem in their agni, that digestive fire, they you feel the emotional problems. कुछ भी nutrition दे दो उनको, they will get this emotional problem, or they will get food cravings like pizza, burger, this and that. Even they don't have hunger. So this is what you can see when there is like a problem with their digestive fire. And when you come back to your prakriti, you eat suitable to like whatever is suitable for your current body condition and this and that, this all things goes down, because Ayurveda never talks about the nutrition. It's all about the food that you eat, the wholesome food, not like a single nutrition, I would say.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. So being it's like a holistic approach. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
So yeah. So yes, I guess there is no more question. If you have any question like in 1 or 2 minutes, you can ask. We close the session, or maybe we'll see on any like a Sunday sessions. Okay. Okay. So Leena ji, no question. Sharmila ji, no question. Veena ji, no question. Sushmita, okay. Nagaraj ji, no question. All right. As Vaishnavi. Okay, since there is no question, and I hope you like the session. And I'll see you in the next week. And thank you coming for this session actually and waiting too much and listening to me. I really appreciate. Okay. And thank you very much. I'll see you in the next week. Yes, thank you, Vaishnavi ji.